Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to cover 10 traffic ROI boosters. I'm going to share with you the 10 ways that I use to make more sales anytime I'm getting clicks. Now, here's something you need to understand. The wrong way to buy traffic is the way most people do it, and most people, they look at their traffic campaigns' immediate result to judge if it's a successful campaign or not. In other words, if they ran 200 clicks from a source, and by the time they were done running those clicks, they didn't recover all the money they've spent to get those clicks, they consider that campaign to be a failure. They get disappointed and move on. But that's the wrong way to go about it. The right way to buy traffic is to understand that the moment the traffic run ends is the beginning of your conversion process. Now, here's what I mean. We're going to use these 10 profit boosting hacks to help you make more money when you run traffic. And I've already covered some of these in previous tutorials, but this really sums it all up. Now, some of these things may not be clear to you right away, so I recommend you Google them once I share these with you because I don't have the time to go in detail into each and every single one of them. But if you create the compound effect of using all of them simultaneously, you will always be able to recuperate your investment very, very quickly. Now, this is not to say that you need to have all 10 in place in order to make money. No. I know a lot of people who are very successful with paid traffic who have less than 5, but I do feel I should act responsibly and let you know what all of these can and should be. So the first one is you absolutely have to run your traffic to a capture page. The reason for that is because we always want to be building our list, and we covered why building our list is always more profitable, especially when we're using paid traffic in the previous tutorials. Then you absolutely want to follow up with your subscribers every single day until they either buy or unsubscribe. I don't care if right now you don't feel secure doing that. Maybe you're just brand new to it and you're like, oh, I may be pesting my list. No, you need to follow up every single day until they buy or unsubscribe because these people have expressed interest to hear from you about that particular topic. You also want to have a sales funnel with upsells, which means that if you're making one sale, you can actually produce big profits by having one customer buy multiple things in the funnel. So in other words, remember when we spoke about the funnel, I showed you the capture page, the autoresponder, the follow-up sequence, and then the offer. Well, some offers and most high converting offers have multiple offers within the primary one. In other words, kind of like when you go to buy a car, and when you buy a car, they'll upsell you with a stereo and some nice rims and the paint job and so on. Online, there's similar things where you'll buy a course for 27, they'll upsell you with a coaching package for 97, then a mastermind access for 47 per month, and so on. So you definitely want to choose funnels that have either high ticket offer, which can produce big profits with just one sale, or you want to have multiple upsells in that funnel so one customer can make multiple purchases and thus earn you more money. You also want to have a retargeting pixel and then follow your potential prospects on Google Display, maybe Facebook ads if you're adequate with those, or maybe even YouTube. That practice is very, very powerful. Retargeting is definitely something to consider. Now, it's a little bit too advanced. If you're brand new, you may not be able in a position to use it, but I highly recommend to just look into it and understand what retargeting is because it can help you really just save a ton of money and convert way more customers by following them around the internet using your retargeting pixel. You also want to install on your capture page, you want to install an exit intent or a move out pop. Now, what this means is that anytime somebody will land on your landing page or on your capture page and decides they don't want to opt in, they'll move their mouse towards leaving, towards closing that tab. You will present them with another offer using a pop-up. And this practice allows me to get back about 15% of all of my traffic across all of my websites, which, if you're buying thousands of clicks each and every week, comes down to a lot of traffic. I also recommend you use something like Proof. Proof is a plugin that basically tells your potential prospects how many people are visiting your website, how many people have decided to work with you. And when you're installing that plugin on your capture page, you will be able to show other people social proof saying, hey, there's other people who are viewing and using this, which creates the social proof aspect, which will help you with your conversions. I also recommend you consider building a push notifications audience through a software such as pushcrew.com, and this will allow you to have a secondary list. Now, it won't be nearly as effective as email, but it will allow you for another avenue to follow up with your potential customers. Now, you also want to optimize your website for mobile, or when you're creating your page, make sure that you also have a mobile version. And the reason for that is because most traffic today is mobile. Most purchases today originate on mobile phones. So your website needs to be mobile friendly and mobile responsive. And I highly recommend you check out, basically try to put together a bridge page that pre-sells the program you're promoting. Now, this bridge page comes within your capture page and the offer you're promoting, and it can dramatically boost conversions. Okay, as I explained in my course called the Ultimate Bridge, the Ultimate Selling System, which you can find out more about at bridge.igorsolis.com, which I'll include the link below this video. It's not a difficult process. There are some intricacies to it, but you can pull it off and you can dramatically increase your conversions if you use it. And last but not least, I highly recommend use real-time email validation. Now, the reason you want to use email validation is because a lot of times people will enter fake or misspelled emails into your capture page, and you will end up building a list that has a lot of dead emails on it. Now, this is not good for your email delivery, and it's not good for your conversions, because when you email those people, they simply don't get your emails. So I highly recommend you use real-time email validation, allowing you to verify the emails people are entering into your capture page in real time, and thus you end up making more money through your follow-up. So always remember, your goal is to make a sale to get a customer here. You're building a long-term relationship with your list. Yes, the first sale is the hardest, and once you get it, more will follow quickly. So the right way to buy traffic is the moment the traffic run ends. Okay, it's the beginning of your conversion process. Always remember that. A lot of people confuse this and they think, oh, if I didn't make all of my money as soon as my campaign is over, this means it's a bad campaign. No, not at all. Because from here, it's only the beginning of the marketing process for you. Not counting, of course, the people who decide to take action right away, and you always have a few of those. But for the most part, most people will not take action right away. So you need to recognize that it's a long-term process, and you're starting a relationship here, which is why your email follow-up is so important, which is why your retargeting pixel can come handy, which is why exit intents are awesome, which is why push notifications list can give you an extra 5 to 10% profit at the end of the day. So keep that in mind, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.